Wait. Who? Free who exactly? Because last episode we covered this. The country named Palestine was not named by Palestinians. It wasn't named by Arabs. It wasn't named by anyone that lived there. It was named by a Roman emperor in 135 CE as a punishment after the Jewish revolt. He took a place called Judah, 3,000 years old of documented history, and renamed it after the people who already been dead for 700 years. 700 years dead. Think about that. So today, let's talk about who Hadrian actually named the land after. Because honestly, it's so much weirder than you think. I'll give you guys a spoiler. They were Greek, and they also worshipped a fish god. And they are the bad guys in the most famous stories in the Bible. Oh, guys, it's going to be fun. Around 1200 BCE, a group of seafaring peoples, historians call them the Sea People, left the Aegean. That's the area around modern Greece, Crete, and Cyprus. They sailed east, they invaded the coast of what's now Israel, they settled, and the locals started calling them Plishtim. The Romans later turned it to Philistines. Their pottery, Mycenaean Greek. Their architecture, Mycenaean Greek. Their weapons, guess what? Mycenaean Greek. Their language, Indo-European. Same family as an ancient Greek. Not even close to anything Semitic. Now, where does the name Philistine actually come from? Linguists have two main theories. Theory number one, it comes from Pelasian or Pelasgians. That was the name ancient Greeks used for older population that lived in the Aegean before the classical Greek civilization. So basically, Pelasians or Pelasgians settled in the Levant, and the name Pelasgians morphed into Philistines. Over centuries, that is the scholarly version, clean, academic, and believable. Theory number two, and this one is my favorite. In Hebrew, the word Philistines is actually Plishtim. And Plishtim shares the same root with the word in Hebrew Pershim, which means, and I want you to really sit with this one for a second, it means invaders. Yeah, the Hebrew name for Philistines literally mean the invaders. 3,000 years ago, the people who actually lived in the land describes the new arrivals from the sea the most accurate possible name, the people who invaded. So which theory is correct? Honestly, it could be either. Could be both. Maybe the name started as Pelasgians and the Hebrew speakers heard it and went, Pelasgians, Pulshim? Close enough. That tracks. Maybe the Hebrew root is older and the Greeks got it from there. Linguists are still arguing about it. But here's the thing, whichever theory you pick, the name still means the invaders. Either the Greeks call them that, or the Hebrews call them that, or both at the same time. The etymology is anonymous. The Philistines were named for being from somewhere else. The receipts in two languages. And in case you think I'm making this up, in 2020 a team of geneticists analyzed DNA from a skeleton buried in the Philistine cemeteries on the coast. The results, the DNA was European, specifically Southern European, and even more specifically Aegean. The Philistines were Greek migrants who showed up around the same time the Trojan War was supposedly happening. They were literally Bronze Age Greeks who got off the boat. So, if anyone today is claiming ancestry rights to Palestine based on the Philistine heritage, congratulations, you're claiming descent from a Bronze Age Greek. By the way, Athens called. They want their diaspora back.